Here's Vladimir, and as some of you have been requesting a few explanations about how to use objects, external objects into plans, I will be doing a quick example on how to do to include this kind of geometry. No matter what you want to include, every object that you draw, it will be included into plans. I will be just creating a couple of boxes, and one of these is a simple face. It's nothing. Every object in geometry is not connected, and this I will be turning into a group. So this is a group, and this is simple faces and edges. So now I will go to plans. I had no levels here, so I will create this default level for this object, and you see that I have only one box, which is the group, right? If I turn this faces into a group, I did it. This is a group now, and I go to print, the printing space. You can see now the two objects. You know also that all the geometry is centered in this case, so I will be erasing this figure, and if I click again, it's center. But you can notice here that there's not any tag on this object. So what we will do here to have tags and to have like some kind of real object and take advantage of a few more properties for this is to convert this object into a Sketchframer custom object. It's in Spanish here, but you will find something like create Sketchframer custom object or Sketchframer custom object. So when I create this, I will choose a name here. This will be like, I don't know, my box. And I can define a few other elements which are very important. This is the level. I will set into a level. This is very important. And then I can also select how to behave related to that level. I will leave this in relative, but if I need this object to stay at the bottom or the top of the level, no matter when I change the level value position, this will be like magnet to it. Okay, but I will leave this right now. You see now I got all the levels created here, and this is into ground, and I have my custom element, and I have my box here, which is this object. Now I can get into properties. I select and I have properties because it's a Sketchframer object. And of course I can like all these options. So I go again into printing, the printing space, and I got now a tag for it. It's quite far from the object, but this is because of these parameters here. Okay, from distance. Where is it? Here. Where is it? No, I can just simply move. This is for dimensions. I can change the font size here. Let me see, 15. There you go. And this is now my box within my page. I will save to maintain these editions, and I return to the model. This is very useful in my case, in the case of our studio here, when we create like metal beams and columns. I will create a 10 by 10 metal steel column. Okay, and I will be like 250 millimeters, and I select this, turn into a group first. This will be a group, and then into a custom object, and I will create this like column 01. Okay, I just move and copy like 4 times, and I got this 4 columns, right? And I will create also a different object, will be like a beam 10. Of course, you can rotate the column and transform. I will be preferring to do this way. It's a 10 by 20 beam group, create per custom, and this is my beam 01. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to pick this beam, move here, and of course change the level. So I will be picking this and using into joist, floor joist, which is this. Okay, floor joist, right? Well, I got all this object into my ground level and all this object into my joist level. So now when I go to printing space, you can see that I got my ground page, and I got my box and all the columns I did, and I turned into the joist, and I got the beam. Let me see, if I turn these elements below, you can see, notice here that I got my columns below and my object in the layer below and on the level below. And if I want to, I could like show the elements above. And that's the way you can use different objects. Okay, now final thing is, like, remember that I got this object here. If I go to the options and plans, I can here choose what kind or which levels I want to display in the pages, and I could use this quick only Sketchframer. It's not it's just to limit to the page the only Sketchframer, and when I hit it, automatically bring this layer 0 is set to none, and all the Sketchframer layers are set to yes, so I accept, and the other object just disappear. Finally, because this is very important, I use for this kind of feature is to use this custom object to create the plans, the 2D plans that you bring from AutoCAD or other different CAD software. When you import DWG files to create 2 or 3 story house, and you will have plans on AutoCAD plans, you will creating something like this is, let's imagine that this is plans. Let's use our imagination to think that this is somehow a floor plan. Okay, let's think on that. This is lines, plans, and then I will group this, and now that this is a group, I will create the custom, and I will be like naming CAD first, not ground, ground. Okay, and now I will be copying this. Let's imagine that this is a different plan. I will be moving to, let's say, this here, and this will be this will be my second floor. This is first floor, right? And of course I need to send this to this important to the level. So this will be printed if I want with objects that belongs to each level. So I got the plan place on the right level, and then I got this plan place also on the right level. I can now use this to turn on off the levels. I can now just trace the walls here and just turn off and turn on this second or first floor, and I create the walls here, and everything will be in the right place. Now that we have everything, let's imagine that we got everything drawn. I will be to my plans, and I got my cat ground and my other object. I turn this floor joist, and I got my first floor and my object on the first floor. Of course, I may send this to a layer that I will like to later maybe just turn it on and off, but this is up to you. So there is it. This is the use of a custom object to create geometry that's not included in Sketchframer, but it's very often used and needed to, like beams and posts and H-beam, whatever you want, some concrete elements, or even many times just some 2D drawings that you want to include into your printings. So this is everything for now. See you soon.